All right, so we're up to episode 271 now of Fine Music, and have a feeling that Jim is up to something local.
Yeah, last week, I think it was last week or the week before, I threatened to use my time to kind of list some interesting upcoming concerts in the San Diego area. And that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days, just accumulating this list, making a list. And start with the Belly Up Tavern. And by the way, they're not sponsoring me or anything like that. I want to maintain an objectivity. So, I don't want to create the impression that I'm, kissing butt or sucking up to local venues. Um,
And yet
the
you're
Belly Up
starting
Tavern,
with your favorite venue.
it is my favorite venue, and if you haven't been to the Belly Up, it's a great place to see a band up close and personal.
Well,
And
and the prices are great.
prices are
God.
usually pretty good. Yeah, there are some
Wow.
exceptions. There are some exceptions, but and the only time I've ever been denied with my camera is when X played. Exene Cervenka doesn't want her picture taken while she's on stage, I guess. Um, uh, but it's a great venue. Um, it's small. It's adjacent to a bar, so there's kind of some ambient noise from the bar that you're going to have to contend with. There, generally speaking, if it's not advertised as a seated show, it's standing room only, unless you buy a ticket in the balcony, the seated area, which is to the right-hand side of the stage. And that's generally not the best place to see a concert at the Belly Up. I mean, generally speaking, you're free to walk right up to the stage with the camera if you want to. And so tomorrow, Black Uhuru is playing. Um, a long time ago, I'm not sure if it's the case these days, but a long time ago, a lot of top name bands who were on the way to Los Angeles or on the way home from Los Angeles, would stop and play a gig at the Belly Up, either a warm up or a cool down, whatever. And then for a while, they weren't featuring top name bands or anything like that. It's kind of in the middle now. You'll get a big name. Don McLEAN is going to be there Sunday. That's sold out. And I wanted to list the artists who were sold out in the event that they were on the way up to Los Angeles, and might give some people that would like to see some of these people a heads up about looking for where they would be playing. Samantha Fish, Eric Johansson.
That would
Samantha
be a
Fish,
great guitar show. Two
that would
great
be a great
guitarists.
guitar show. Exactly. Ozomatli. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Ozomatli, but
Oh, I saw them on Santa Monica Pier.
they're a great band. They are a
I
great
never
band with,
saw them, but I have heard them. They're pretty good.
I'm
they
at the
play
Hollywood
all
Bowl.
big variety of music. They're just really talented. And then Five for Fighting, if you like piano, and lyrics, um, they're going to be at the Belly Up on September 17th. Now, those of us who have been to concerts a few times or more, we know that even though an artist or a show might be sold out, a lot of times there are still ways to get tickets. And that's another reason why I've listed sold out shows, in case somebody was really intent on going and was willing and able to maybe fork out some big bucks. I do not have tickets for any of these shows, by the way. Okay. The next venue that we're going to talk about real quick is the Sound. Now, I have not been to this venue. I was going to go take a picture earlier this morning, but I got one from online, and addresses in this area are a little bit weird and deceptive sometimes. For example, if you're going to go to the Belly Up and if you're headed south on Interstate 5, you're going to pass the Santa Fe Avenue off ramp in Cardiff before you get to the Loma Santa Fe. A lot of people get confused about which is which. So I've specified it's the Loma Santa Fe off ramp that gets you to Solana Beach. In Del Mar, you won't see a sign on the freeway that says Jimmy Durante Boulevard, but you will see a sign that says Via de la Valle, and that's the off ramp you take in order to get to the San Diego Fairgrounds. Okay. Three artists that are going to be playing there in the near future: September 23rd and 24th, Saturday and Sunday. Goth Babe. Now, this is a band that I had never heard of before, and I did a little investigating, and this guy's really good. This is a really interesting really interesting musician. He records, he travels around in his camper van, and he records his music in his camper van and then uploads it. And he's had some apparently really popular
Well,
music.
I want to do it that first weekend I'm home. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not leaving anywhere.
Voices
I'll always be,
in the
no,
background.
I'm not going to Newburyport or.
This is like somebody that forgot to hang up the phone and you listen to their.
Yeah. Should we be listening in?
Let's-
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, Monday, October 9th, we have the Psychedelic Furs and Squeeze at this venue. Okay. Now,
Mhm.
if you go to a
Okay,
concert
yeah,
at
that's
the
right
San
after my
Diego
birthday.
Fairgrounds,
So you can throw a birthday
Oh, wait.
party for me.
All right,
And give
we
me
can't help but
$100
listen, but
for my
those are
birthday.
two very named historic bands, Psychedelic
Oh,
Furs
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Squeeze, and that
If you
explains the historic price.
Turn
right,
75.
and if you go to this, if you go to a concert at this new venue, The Sound, expect to get totally ripped off with parking, but you can park at the train station, the Amtrak station in Solana Beach, and there's usually a free shuttle that will take you to the
Okay.
fairgrounds.
That's my birthday.
Good to know, good to know.
Yeah, that's
All
what I
right.
heard.
We got some
The
more?
third-
Yeah.
There's one more venue, and this is a kind of a
Boy,
unique
Angela makes some
unique
amazing
place.
cakes, huh?
You're gonna have floor space where it's standing room only, and then the seats are parallel on the outside
Okay.
edge of the outside walls of
Okay,
the
take
venue. I
care.
mean, it's a unique
All right,
venue. And
thanks for calling.
two of the upcoming artists are Tessa Violet and Francis Forever, who are pretty interesting in of themselves. That's Thursday, September 9th. And then the 17th, musician that I featured here either a week or two ago, James Hunter, British soul flashback dude, really, really good. So that's my installment for this week. If you have any questions about access to these venues, do yourself a favor, and if you don't know your way around, be real adamant, be real detail oriented about finding your way there. I mean, especially the Music Box venue on India Street. The streets in San Diego, downtown area, Little Italy, for example, there are a lot of one-way streets, and it's really easy to get lost down there. So
Arrive early is probably a good thing, right?
exactly. So let's see what else. That's about it for this week. So thanks for listening.
Hey, that's right. Some of these bands are touring all over the country.
Yes.
So it's good to know that they're touring. So this is another reason why I'm enjoyed this
Right.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim. You got to take away the screen share though, so we can thank you full size, at least as full
will
as it
do
gets
that.
on the Zoom screen.
Oink.
Shoot. There it is. There it is. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.